Hey, Casas Adobes, Pastor John here, and I want to talk to you about some things we're going to be looking at on Sunday. And a lot of it has to do with seeing and restoration and being made whole. And so we have a story in the Gospel of Mark about a man named Bartimaeus. And he's differently abled. He cannot see, and so Jesus is coming to the town, and there's a big crowd following him. And here's Bartimaeus sitting on the edges in a place where people ignore him, and he's not part of the community. So the community's moving, following Jesus, or they think they're following Jesus. And all of a sudden, Bartimaeus calls out to Jesus and he says, Jesus, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. And so everybody runs up to Bartimaeus and says, stop making all this noise. Stop bothering Jesus. This isn't your place. You know, we're here with the crowd. We're following him. We're making all the noise we want. We're clamoring around Jesus. You need to stay in your place. You're kind of embarrassing us, so be quiet. And Jesus immediately turns around and sees Bartimaeus. That's the important thing. Jesus sees Bartimaeus and he says, bring him here. So all this clamoring, everybody making noise, one person on the margins calls out to Jesus, and Jesus immediately recognizes him and calls him up. I love what Jesus says. He says, what do you want me to do for you? And Bartimaeus says, help me see. And Jesus said, you know what? Your faith has cured you. Or in other words, you know what's there for you. You know deep inside the way of God. And so, you know what? You can see what's in front of you now. And in a way, he's telling everybody around him the same thing. It's like this guy was invisible to you guys. And it's only when he calls out in his suffering or in his desire of wanting something more, then you notice him and you try and hush him up. But you know what? I see him. And now, just as he's able to see the wonders of God before him, you all now have to see him. And so everybody is given a vision, and it's a wonderful vision. And this is the vision that we have. And that's why I put my glasses on, because I was having trouble seeing. So I can see now. So anyway, this is what we are learning. One, how to see those who aren't around us. Secondly, you know, what is Bartimaeus is usually just sort of thrown aside as, oh, well, he's a blind man who needs to be cured. Much more than that, because he already has what he needs. He has what he needs. It's just that people aren't seeing him, and so he's not able to fully live into all he's possible. But you know what? He does see God's way, and that's why he calls out to Jesus. He calls out to Jesus, Jesus, son of David, help me. And so that's a wonderful thing. In Fun Day School, we're also going to be looking at the story of Job that we had last week, and how Job gets fullness back into his life too. He goes through a period where he loses everything. He cries out to God, and then he's restored. And this is what we're talking about, coming back into wholeness, coming back into fullness. So I hope you are with us on the journey. And of course, we have Fun Day School, and it's been really, really super great. Mr. Patrick is teaching this week again. And, you know, It'll be there for you. You just need to open your eyes. So, okay, with that, as always, I pray that you are well, that you are safe, and of course, that you're being a blessing. And we will see you Sunday, if not whenever. Okay, peace.